Oliver, I wanna dig into your to your law practice. Why did you choose corporate and labor law?
Well, I guess those were some of the more challenging law subjects back in law school. I had amazing professors back in University of San Carlos in Cebu. So once I started practicing law myself, I started gravitating towards it. Especially, I've tried litigation, I've tried a bit of criminal law then. So I pretty much just like naturally went into it once I started practicing it.
What's the most exciting part of being a lawyer?
The most exciting part of being a lawyer is a potential client or an existing client walking into your office with a problem that you probably never could have imagined yourself. And then there's there's a time limit or there's a bit of pressure on like how to solve that problem for the client. So, to brainstorm with my colleagues back at MN Law, that's always been so exciting to me.
What were the misconceptions of being a lawyer before that you found out that it's not true when you became one?
Well, I guess the common misconception is like lawyers are boring, lawyers don't have a life. So that's definitely not true. I'm actually part of a lawyers basketball league back in Cebu. Majority of my friends, most of my friends are all lawyers. A lot of them are triathletes. They all do these amazing things. They travel. So, we're just people in a different industry, but we're just like everyone else.
One of your advocacies is, to provide free legal assistance. How do you plan to implement or do that?
Maybe just putting up content on like common questions which might not sound so easy or is hard to understand for people. So I understand as a lawyer studying for a couple of years that even though our lawmakers try to make the law as simple as they can, for someone who's not learned it in the law, for someone who didn't go to law school, it might be a bit confusing. So, I want to make it as simple as possible for everyone to understand because, the law is made for the people, so they should be able to understand it, especially the basics.
So you're gonna provide that, and then you're gonna put it in the different social media platforms.
Yes, hopefully in the future.
Wow. Gaano ka naka-komportable or ka-confident that you're now entering showbiz?
Well, I've always felt like I've been a confident person just because, I realize that there are things that I do not know and everyone has things that they don't know. But I've always been confident in my ability to learn and adapt. Again, I have an amazing group behind me and now I'm with Cornerstone, so I'm definitely confident and I'm excited to see what the future has in store for me.
What do you wanna say to your bashers? Kasi may mga bashers ka rin.
Nothing really. I mean, again, like I mentioned earlier, like everyone's entitled to their own opinion, so they can share it however they want. I'll just try to focus on the positive things. Cornerstone definitely has my best interest at heart, and they'd be the perfect partner for me in this journey.
I asked you a while ago about your future collaboration, dream collaboration. When you mentioned, who did you mention and why?
Yeah, so I mentioned Piolo Pascual and Kathryn Bernardo. They're obviously at the top in showbiz, right? And everyone's been telling me that, calling me Papa O or Papa P ng Cebu. And, he's my idol. Who wouldn't want to meet Piolo in person, right? So, yeah.
The genre you want to work on, you're very good at your sports. Like, gusto mo talaga siya. Maybe do action? Meron ka bang doon sa genre na yun?
Maybe in the future. Right now, I'm not quite sure if acting is in my very immediate future. But again, I'm not going to close any doors. And I do love sport. And I do love watching action movies. So we'll see where life takes me.
You're very well spoken. Maybe hosting?
Maybe.
Yeah,
We'll
so
see.
you're open to that.
Yeah, maybe in the future.
Are there any plans of you coming back to Showtime? Because I know you went back and parang gusto ka nila. You visited the last time and gusto ka rin nila. Any plans that maybe magiging co-host ka ng Showtime?
Right now, I don't know yet. I haven't heard from them since, but we never know. Again, I'm open. I'm open to it definitely. I'd love to see them. I feel like I've become good friends with the production team, and meeting the host backstage. So yeah, they're awesome people. I'd love to see them again.
Marami nag-wish na sana maging housemate ka ng PBB. Ikaw ba, are you open to join PBB?
Right now, I'm not sure if time will allow me to do that. I'd like to be based in Cebu a bit more now with my responsibilities there. So, but again, I don't know, maybe in the future, but right now, probably not yet.
Alright. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can I just get one photo?
Well, my advocacies have always been the promotion of fitness, sport, and as well as free legal education. So I've always been passionate about that, and I'm super grateful to have a platform now and to be partnered with Cornerstone to help me spread my love and passion for fitness and the law. Well, I guess right now I just really want to share my advocacies with everyone. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm super into fitness and sport, providing free legal education as well. And I'd love to share that now that they have a platform and people are watching. I'd love to share that with everyone. And you know, when I was in high school, I used to dance a little bit. So you never know, maybe some dancing.
So more on ano?
Okay, so there's probably two at the top of my head. First one would be Piolo Pascual, and the next one would be Kathryn Bernardo. I mean, you know, I think everyone idolizes them, right? So yeah, they seem like amazing artists, amazing people. From what I heard, I haven't met them yet personally, but I've heard they're amazing people. So if I'm fortunate enough to get any sort of project with them, or even just to meet them, I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, I know parang marami nagsasabi ka mukha mo si Piolo Pascual, and we can really see that. How do you feel that na ube ka nga na parang you really look like Piolo Pascual?
It's very flattering. I still remember college days was probably the first time people would say that. And you know, people would say jokes like I'm the discount Papa P ng Cebu. So yeah, I mean, it's flattering and I'm happy, and if it makes people happy, then I'm all for it.
Nakita na ba kayo ever?
Not yet in person. A few days before the show, I got a call from their production team. They said they were looking for someone from Cebu. They asked me if I was free that coming Saturday. I thought about it for a little bit. I've never been on TV before. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it out. They said it's gonna be 15-20 minutes. So they flew me out. I went on the show, and I guess, you know, now we're here. And the way it's changed my life is, you know, now finally I have a platform. I always wanted to share my advocacies with everyone, and I never really knew how to go about it, which is why, you know, I'm fortunate enough to be partnered with Cornerstone now. It could help me guide me through that.
My last question, have you always known that you wanted to be a lawyer? What do you think would have been your alternative career?
Well, when I was younger, I would always see lawyers on TV, you know, with the cool black suits, with the cool black cars. I was like, yeah, I want to be that. But you know, you don't really know what it takes to be a lawyer. And I guess if I wasn't a lawyer, I probably would have pursued something in professional sports for sure.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
More chill, like ano lang, tama lang sa tip. You're trying looking at the side, or
Siguro yung hand dito na lang sa atin ko.
ganun.
Kasi halos headshot lang natin siya. Yan. Yan. Tapos mas ano lang, mas ayan, sa angle mo yung face ko. Yan, mas eyes open yung eyes sa akin. Open na sana lang, smiling.